Welcome to Ice Pan TV, the tutorial for teaching how to make ice cream rolls the professional way. Welcome back people, we've got a lot of questions about the machine. So today I'm doing a special one. I'm going to show you a few different types of machines and which one to buy in the market and why you should choose that machine in particular. So let's get our gloves on, let's get the health and safety out of the way. And first of all, let's talk about this one. Measuring tape is here. So let's measure the one we use every day. So this one is outer diameter 540 millimeters, the inner diameter is 500. So the one we use is 500 millimeters inner, the outer is 540. And remember, the most important thing on the pan is the pan thickness. This thickness here, I believe it to be 1.8 millimeters. So the thickness of this pan is 1.8 millimeters. That is just more important than the size of the pan, because the thickness of the pan determines how long the pan will stay cold and how long it will retain that cold heat. If it's very thin, it will get warm quickly and it won't cool as quicker, and it won't retain the coldness for a long time. So the next thing we want to talk about is the actual size of the machine. This is a double pan. So if you can have a look, there's 1 and 2. They're independently powered and they independently got separate plugs to it, and they join up in the center. And the advantage of this is that you can get 2 pans, the topping box, all in one system, and you can use it, take it to places, events, or use it, and you can actually get 2 people working on. And if one goes, have a problem with one, the other one is always available. So if one needs some maintenance work, you can always turn the other one on. So this one here. Now, we've set the size on this. Now let's go to some other different types of machines I have where I can show you. Okay people, thank you very much. I've travelled to my little warehouse, little storeroom I have. Bit of stock here, so is it relevant that? The thing is, I have this pan here first that I wanted to look at. Now the size on this pan is, outer diameter is 390, inner diameter is 350. So it's only 350 millimeters in the center. It does have a good compressor in it, very powerful. It also has a defrost pedal and a defrost button. I'll show you on this side. So it's very primitive. Defrost, off, on, and that's it. And it has a pedal what connects to here, which we can use. Few topping boxes. But what is important is the thickness of the pan. This must be only about 0.8 millimeters or 1 millimeter. So it's a very thin pan. It doesn't retain heat very long. If I make ice cream on it, it will eventually warm up very fast. And also the compressor in this is pretty powerful, so it does help. But for a commercial use, this pan would not be viable. It wouldn't make the rolls fast enough, or it wouldn't actually make the amount fast enough, or let's just say the portion size would be too small. And it's okay for beginner use, but not for commercial use. Now the next one I want to show you is the square pan. Here we go, we're still in our little storeroom, and this is a machine that I've been given by someone, and it's actually claimed to be a German machine, but by the looks of it, it's Chinese. It's got all Chinese markings on it, and it's a square pan. The size of this is 345 millimeters internal and 375 external. And similar on this side is 375 there and 345 internal. Now people say to me, why don't you use the square pan? First of all, most of the square pans have a circular cooling pipes. So the corners of the pan here don't actually cool down. Secondly, the square pan is okay space wise, but if you're not going to utilize the corners, it's not really possible. And lastly, the square pan also, you can get various sizes. This is a small one. I believe that the square pan is not actually a pan, it's a square. A pan usually is round, so I prefer it to be round. It's entirely up to you which one you get. And now, this one also is very thin. I think this is touching about a millimeter, 0.8. And the compressor in this is very, very, like, let's just say, primitive, and it's not very pan size. I would say that it doesn't do the job. It's usually for freezers, and they're using it on an ice pan. For the compressor in an ice pan, it should be an aircon one. So what we use in an air conditioner, that's the power that you need on these. Usually it's beginning from 1000 watts, working up to 1200, 1500 watts, and that's what you want to be using. The small round one I just showed you, it has a compressor in it running at 1000 watts. This one here is a 700 watt compressor, and it can't do the job properly. So let's take you to the more powerful one. Here we go, we're at the bigger pan, And this is professional level, and this is used for ice creams in all types of industry levels. And this one has a Toshiba compressor, defrost pedal, and a temperature control. And the size of this again is 540 external, 500 internal, and this is ideal size. They do make bigger, 600, but I think the 500 is ample for the portion size, and the thickness of this pan is 1.8 to 2 millimeters, so it retains the flow very well. So with this pan here, it has a temperature control. I'm going to turn it on for you. And here we go, we turn on. And straight away it starts cooling. So we can set the temperature here. I can hold it. Starts flashing, it's set at minus 35. I can bring it 34, 33, 32, 33, 30. So like I said, it's irrelevant on the temperature of the pan. The way to control the temperature is using the defrost button. This is here, you press it and it works, and if you press the, it starts defrosting. Now what is important that you must realize is this pan here with the Toshiba compressor, 1500 watts, means that the pan at the top is going to be extremely cold. On a summer's day it's ideal, but on a winter's day it will cause problem, so this is where we need to use the defrost. Now still the question is being asked of what temperature to use. So the ideal temperature I would suggest to people is, let's have a look now, minus 27. That is the decent temperature, and once it hits minus 27 the machine will knock off, it will drop a few degrees down and turn back on. But you don't want to be using the machine when it's knocked off, you should only use the machine when it's turned on. So that's people you go, there are the 3-4 different types of pans I have available, this being the best, the Panasonic compressor being okay, the Toshiba compressor being the best, anything else is absolutely rubbish. You don't want to be buying a pan with a lower power than 1000 watts compressor. Now we're going to make a final ice cream for you today, and that's today's episode done. I hope that's helped you in the different ways that ice cream works and how the pans work. Thank you very much. So we're back to base now. Without the normal pan, this is the 55 centimeter, the Toshiba compressor, powerful machine. Let's make some Kinder Bueno here and Ferrero Rocher. This is a very nice, tasty ice cream. And as you know, we'll throw a flake in for the viewers as well, just to make it. So like you know, we crush them first. In our next episode, we will be making the fruit one, and we will be showing you how to cut in, and that one is very important as well. So make sure you tune in to the next episode and subscribe, and make sure everybody else who wants to subscribe get them to subscribe, because that's that. And here we go with the mix. Hit the defrost so that we can keep the temperature of the pan optimum. As you can see, I'm going all around the pan, making sure that I've got ice cream everywhere so that we've got more traction. Start spreading. And as you know that we are the originators of this box, to make this square box. It differentiates us from the rest. We don't mind people using this technique as it's a skillful technique, and we have showed you in an earlier episode how to do it. Backhand here. This one is the back one here, this one at the front is there, and this one along here. Hope you know, and the clean off is just important. There's the clean off, still got ice cream on it, no good. Now the ice cream on top is still slightly moist. You don't want it to cool down too much, because then, as you know, we'll be pressing too hard. In we go, nice and easy. No power required. The ice cream is at optimum temperature. 8 rolls, signature for us. Most people only make 6, 7. We like to make 8 because they're nice and tight. And we will be talking about the perfect roll, and hopefully we'll be expecting videos of people who have got the perfect roll. And what is a perfect roll? Obviously it's going to be tight, consistent. Make some space. And the reason it's not for anybody is because of the amount of ingredients. The more ingredients you put in, obviously the ice cream gets bigger. Bit of sauce on top. Thank you for tuning into iSpun TV.